Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. I have a whole pot of coffee, so we can go on for as long as the next person goes. So, okay. So here we are. I am live. We're here. We is here and making friends. Unfortunately, my lunch, as you can hear, I'm a little raspy at the moment. But I unfortunately got a little annoyed this morning, and my lunch was not something I should have been eating, and my stomach didn't like that. So, for future reference, I cannot eat whatever I feel like it. So, hi, Painkiller. Hi. Good morning. Well, actually, no, it's actually 2 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock. So, I guess it's not morning. Hi, Vaping with Nikki. Hi. So, well, somebody was trolling Jamie's live this morning, like heavily. Hi, Mr. Ward. Hi, Gina. Hi, Kevin. So, that's kind of messy. I hate that. Somebody who really knew us, too. Hey, Shining Star Soup. You know what? Listen, if you don't want to be in the sunnies anymore, just go. Go. Oh, yeah, Jamie had it really bad this morning. Really bad. It was obviously one person with 30, 40 troll accounts. I mean, that happens. I've had that, too. But it sucks. It sucks that YouTube allows that to happen. Oh, she was okay. I mean, the thing is this, is that when people do those things, they don't realize that they really kind of don't bother people. But Frosty? Kevin, no, no, no. Hold on. Somebody is trolling Frostwolf Studios? Oh, hell no. That's Frosty. You don't attack Frosty Wolf. No. Hi, Tony Skittles. Whoever is trolling Frostwolf Studios better step it off, because that's my friend. You bothering my friend now? Hey, Luckies. I'm doing good, Tony. How are you doing? Like, people have nothing better else to do with their time. Listen, I get it. When they do this, it's like kind of, when they do this, most people just do it and don't say why they do it either. But like, people just got no life. You too, Tony? Oh gosh. It's just one of those things, It's just one of those things. John lies? Which John? Oh, Painkiller. Painkiller. Painkiller, you're adorable. Oh. Well. Well, you keep asking when the baby shower is, so I guess we gotta know. We gotta, oh my gosh. I can't believe that either. You know what? People are gonna lie about people, at least do a better job at it. Oh. Wait, then people told me that I'm not welcome in Frostwolf's theme. Why is that? Is there a way we can get a hold of Frosty? Oh, I can't wait. And you know what? When you do that, when you do the, because now you don't have Babies or Us to do the thing that you do, the gifty list. Make sure you get something real good. Make sure you go to hi EAPG TV. Make sure you go to Macy's or something good to get yourself one of those gifty lists. You know what? Here's the thing is that, because we're the Sunnies and we're cute and we're fun and we're a ray of positivity. Oh, no, this troll did not give up on Jamie this morning. He was going on and on and on. And the thing is, the person would come back. This person would come back. Yeah, gift registry. Yeah, that's what it is. The gift listy. The listy thing. The registries. Yeah. Make sure you get yourself a good registry with the expensive stuff. And make sure YouTube knows all about it. Ask for good stuff. You never know what people on YouTube are going to get you. I've been thinking about that. Yeah. Oh, this is my Charlie Hunnam coffee mug. Yes, it's been washed because I used it in my live stream yesterday. Let's see if I have, let's see, we have, that's when he was in these ones. Hey, Chef Ron. Let's see here. These photos are from when he was in the Men's Health. I think this was a, this was the, what do you call it? That's probably the premiere for Lost City of Z. There's Jax. There's Arthur. That's also from a premiere for Lost City of Z. There's Arthur and Arthur. I love my fruity Brit. How about that? I don't know how to do the Zoom, so I'm not set up for it. So I'll just, if anything, I will just, I'll mod your live. That's what I'll do. I gotta figure it out. But today, I guess I'll just mod the live and make sure, what was that one's name? Something with the rooster. Oh, and by the way, she had somebody named Douche Canoe. Somebody came in named Douche Canoe. Oh my gosh. Like that ain't original. Because we all know I call people I don't like Douche Canoe, and you went ahead and changed your name to Douche Canoe. Yeah. Ah, that sounds like a cool one, Tony. As you can see here, I'll turn it around. This is a Charlie Hunnam group that I'm a member of. Charlie Hunnam International. Actually, that's how we make merch, is because they use the Teespring as also. Yeah, douching the canoe. Just a cup of coffee with a little Truvia and just a little cream. I like mine light. I like my coffee light and sweet, like me. Although the way that these trolls be rolling up in here in their douche canoe parade. Yes, I just call it a douche canoe parade. They rolling up in here in the douche canoe parade, trolling around. Hi, TKO. Don't feed the trolls. It's so hard to not feed the trolls. Hi, Mama Dee Dee. Hi. It's so hard to not feed them, but you know what? It's just like, you know. Oh, Jamie, I love you. Jamie, I love you. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. I don't know where I'd be on YouTube if I didn't have her. So. Oh. But this morning, that was totally uncalled for. Oh, you like Rami Malek? Did you see the new Papillon with see, I'm a Charlie Hunnam fan. So, did you see the new Papillon? That was a good one. Yeah, the douche canoe parade rolled up into Jamie's live this morning. You know, but it's okay. You know, no Charlie allowed. That'd be kind of difficult. I could show you my room, but I'm not gonna. I love you, Jamie. I love you, and I love my sonnies and my son Rays. I know I'm not in the chat right now, so I'm over here. So, man, oh man. Well, unfortunately, we have people, as you know, we're the sunnies and the sun rays. And unfortunately, you know, we've been known to be very cute, because we are. We roll deep, man. We roll deep. And we're here for each other. Trigger Trey! You know, you came to see your favorite Hollywood actress, right, Trigger Trey? I love when you talk about that. You're so sweet. I'm working on it. Yeah, yeah. You know, that's exactly it, Luckies. You know what the problem is that we love everybody here on YouTube. We truly do. And unfortunately, people love you or hate you and use you and things like that. And they pretend to love you until they, oh, I know I'm going to be famous. And you too, Trigger Trey. I was watching some crazy movie this morning on Hulu. Yeah. Yeah, we roll deep against them douche canoes. Hi, Devin. Hi. I'm so glad I saw your video. I have to go back and finish watching all the videos. I saw some crazy movie this morning on Hulu. it was just something crazy. It was just, but I'm not gonna get in it because it's kind of a political. I think it's a PR stunt kind of movie, so I'm not gonna. I don't know why I even gave it my warning, but yeah, yes, exactly, Luckies. We just gotta keep up the good work. Unfortunately, here's the thing: people are gonna want to come into this group, and they're gonna want to use us, and they're gonna want to. Oh, oh yes, that's right. I heard your daughter's 21st birthday is today. Well, happy birthday, Kirsty. Right? Happy birthday, Kirsty. 21. Oh, make sure you get some. Don't go crazy with the drinky drinks. Just, one is good. I didn't drink on my 21st birthday, to tell you the truth. I didn't. What did I do? Oh, I was getting a tattoo the next day, or the day of, and they said you couldn't drink 24 hours before. But unfortunately, my tattoo is, you know, a mess. I let someone stupid do it. I should have gone to somebody trustworthy. Hey, listen, price. Sometimes sometimes being cheap doesn't really play out well. Well, next time. Just like people who are coming into the sunnies and the sun rays to use and abuse us, and it kind of makes me think about it. Hey, hi B. Kind of makes me think about the one that left the group that said that the sunnies are going to be something really amazing, and then she makes a video about it. It's like she's using us for her. Yeah. Because you're also a vegetarian too, Devin. I need this. I need to see all the vegetarian and vegan things. I really am trying hard to get back to it. My proudest moments were being a vegan and standing for what I believed in. However, I've been an animal rights activist for a really very long time, and I remember I was kind of like a little pit bull at the time. But there's one animal rights organization that I have to talk about this, because I think it was very wrong and cruel to go there. It's an organization called Anonymous for the Voiceless. And I got to get back to it too, Ron. I miss being a vegan. I just got to figure out how I got to do it, but I'll figure it out. It won't be that difficult. When I go live 10 o'clock, I'm going to show you all my kale smoothies came in the mail today, so I'm going to be making one later. So, well, there's other things other than soy. I happen to like the Beyond Burger. Beyond Burger is not soy. The Beyond Burger is actually pea protein. I don't use soy milk all that much, to be honest. Oh, you're not a vegetarian. Oh, okay. Some reason I thought you were. Somebody else is. That's what it is. I think Missy's a vegan. Yes. I forget. I know me and Missy have some, actually, we have some mutual friends out there. So, no kale smoothies allowed. This stuff was actually pretty good. Let me see if I get the box open. It's heavy. Let me see if I get the box open. Ah, okay. See, if I have to go vegan, I'm pretty sure I'd have to do it as a whole food plant-based diet, which, I mean, I happen to really like, I happen to really very much like the meat alternative stuff, but a lot of them are loaded with a lot of crap, so I'd have to really, really be careful with it, so I don't know. I like the Beyond Burger. That one's really good. I mean, I hope they come out with more products. The Beyond sausages are pretty good. Oh, I'll show you this. Oh, yes, it's opening very nicely for me. Awesome. Hold on. Yes, this one's on, yeah, because it's a bottle. It's a juiced version. It's not 100% kale, so, see, I actually drank this in New Jersey. Here we go. I'll make this later. But this is the Smart Juice Detox. So as you can see, it's kale, apples, cucumbers, and kiwi. Is there anything else I'm missing here? Fruit juice blend, apple, pear. Oh, here we go. Apple, pear, pineapple, kiwi, banana, and a vegetable juice blend of cucumber, spinach, kale, and lemongrass. This stuff is good. I had this when I was in Jersey. It does not taste like kale all that much. The Beyond Burger is very good, Gina. I like them. And their sausages are very good, too. So I had to order this online because I know that sometimes they will come. If you guys don't have BJ's, it's kind of like a Costco. That's what we have BJ's and Costco. We have BJ's, Costco's, and Sam's here. So they do eventually, on occasion, they will have what's called a trade show come into their store. So they will like this will be like a one-time thing in their store. But they were serving these up when I was in Jersey in a little pop-up shop. So I would go in there every day. So it's you don't drink this whole thing, of course. You just take a little pump of it, and then you take a little pump and you put it in the ice, and then you toss it into the machine there, the Magic Bullet. So yeah, I'm not a member of Sam's. My mom's a member of Costco and BJ's. Costco has actually really very cheap gas for your car. Costco is actually right next to Savers down here. So yeah, so I am not able. Yeah, it says pour 4 ounces into blender. Yeah, so this is a 40. Let's see this. This is a 48-ounce bottle. So this is a lot of meals in here, and you can put if you wanted to. Yeah, it says each bottle contains 1 cup lemongrass, quarter cup spinach, 2 kiwis, 1 banana, half kale, and half a cucumber. Now the sugars that are in here is this is natural sugars. This is all from the fruit and the vegetables in here. I mean, it does have some carbs in here, but the carbs wouldn't count on my diet. Every weight loss surgery patient has a different plan, but in my plan, things like vegetables and fruit and cottage cheese, yogurts, and things like that would have carbs in it don't count on my carb count. My carb count only counts breads, like like starch carbs. So that is fine. And not a Magic Bullet. I actually have I don't have the actual Magic Bullet. I have a generic brand. Yeah, it's called BJ's. Yeah, I know. That's why it's kind of like, oh, where's this gonna go? Oh, but Shining Star Soup. You know what did come in today? I got to film this later, but it did come in today, straight from Japan. I don't know if I'm going to film this today or not because my daughter's box came in, so I want to see if she wants to just, do a joint video, but it's here, all the way from Japan, as you can see. Not that I'm giving y'all my address. So that's pretty awesome. So I heard that this no makeup, no life stuff is good because see, that's the other thing with soy. Like, there's this whole big conspiracy towards soy because it's bad for us. But the thing is, if you look at people who live in Japan and China, that's all they eat. They eat tofu because meat's just too expensive over there. So they don't have the same issues we have here because they don't have Monsanto running amok over there with their food. They don't have GMOs and chemicals and things in their food. So it's a lot more, no count the carbs. Yeah, I have to count carbs, but not just bread carbs. That's all. Everything else is free on my plan. But see, that's what the deal is with the soy in this country. If it is considered causing problems, that's because look at the way we make our food here in this country. Food is an addiction because we have Monsanto running around here putting all these things in our food. Tofu is something I'm kind of... They misplace your Yumi twins? So what happens? Now, do you have... that's what I want to ask you about. Now, they give you that option to pay for the tracking and the insurance. Now, if you don't pay for the insurance and the box goes missing, do they replace it, or do you have to buy the insurance for them to replace it? Because I stupidly bought the tracking number, and the tracking numbers, I have to, message them and say, what you charged me for ain't working. But it did take them a minute to send it, but it did look pretty cute for what's in there. So I never understood the insurance part. I mean, I would think, any stand-up company would not charge for insurance, but I don't know. Hi, Robin. Hi. I made myself a whole pot of coffee today because I could do that now. No sevs today. And you know what? No sevs today equals me no going to buy Jamaican beef patties and Twizzlers and things I'm not supposed to be eating. So this, me getting my own coffee pot with containers of coffee is going to save me, even if I drink a little bit too much more coffee now. But it is what it is. And that's another thing with weight loss surgery is that, like I said last night, it's a tool, it's not a fix. So like but I do believe a lot of things in life need to have more tools and more fixes, more tools and less fixes. I know because pajama bottom mama pajama bottom, she was talking about the marijuana thing in her live just before, and man, do I got a lot to say about that. Because oh, they seem pretty decent about their I have to say this though, it does seem like they are pretty decent on customer service though. I could be wrong, but they did message me right away with a proper tracking number, because the one that they emailed me was no good. Oh, Robin, that's okay. You know what? You're doing a great job. Don't you worry. I did have to clean up my mods though, unfortunately. Sometimes good help is hard to find, but that's okay. The ones that are here now in blue are who are meant to be here, and I appreciate them, and they've been along with me on this journey. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yumi Twins? Yumi Twins is a Japanese, it's a Japanese and Korean subscription box. I think it's supposed to be more practical items now, from what I understand. Um, so like they put like, plushies, Japanese characters, Hello Kitty, Pokemon, I think there was a Sailor Moon item in there this month, Kirby. Nintendo is Japanese, yeah. So, okay, so back to that with Pajama Bottom Mama, because I wanted to touch on this myself, because I'm a pure example. Actually, my kid's dad is a pure example as to what happens here. My kid's dad's highly addicted to painkillers, okay? Highly addicted to it. He does have a medical issue. He has muscular dystrophy. And I know he's not watching, so I can talk about whatever I want. Because I don't think he really cares enough to listen to what I gotta say. He's got muscular dystrophy, okay? And the one thing that he's, anytime anything happens, he's got to call the ambulance to go to the emergency room. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I got my other box. It's funny because it said that the No Makeup No Life was well, right now I'm just talking about this drug crisis here we have here, because Pajama Bottom Mom was talking about that in her live. And my kid's dad has a problem because he's got muscular dystrophy. And unfortunately, the one thing that they do a lot of with muscular dystrophy is a lot of pain management. Pain management. You're not really managing anything because you're giving these people drugs. These painkillers are exactly that. They're a drug. And it's not really managing anything. It's just dulling it's just but that's the thing, is that when you I hope they find it for you though. This is my first time getting it, and I was very concerned about it. So I think I just saw the part of the spoilers for August. It's I forget, something delivery. It's the kitty cat, the gray kitty cat. Hi, Princess Kevin. So that's the thing, is with these illnesses, and hi, Kate. With all these things going around, these doctors are so quick to give them these pain medications, and rather than trying to find some tool to fix it. Same thing with mental health care. Mental health care, that's all we're doing is drugging. But why not find some way to create something else, There's no magical pill for everything, okay? There's absolutely no magical pill for everything. I know doctors, that's what they do. It's their magical pill. They got to find something to do it, because they make a lot of money off these drug companies, too. I got yelled at once because I was in an appointment. I was in my son's appointment. And I was talking about my own psychiatrist I had many many years ago, who I used to see what the drug reps would bring this guy. You know, these doctors, they get a lot of stuff out of drug reps. Free dinners, free cars, free gifts, free trips, free this, free that, money, 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 money. Yeah, right, exactly it. Okay, so yeah, no, I'm not saying that they don't need it though, Kate. Yeah, Tortoro. Yes, I saw that one. It's really cute, the cute gray kitty cat. I'm so behind. I'm not saying that people don't need the medication. Okay, I'm somebody who has bipolar disorder with PTSD. There was a long time that I had to take my medication. However, psych meds do have a lot of sad and destructive side effects. Okay, the reason I had my weight loss surgery was because my medication caused me to not feel full. So I needed to have this weight loss surgery to get the weight off of me because I could never ever feel full. And another thing is now I have what's called tardive dyskinesia. Tardive dyskinesia is when your body has it makes uncontrollable movements, also known as tremors. My body is permanently damaged from the medications that I was put on at 13 years old. Now, like I said, I have been diagnosed with bipolar PTSD. I am no longer on any medication because I found tools and not fixes. Of course, my psychiatrist would probably not agree with the way I'm living right now, but I am not. I have decided to take the high road and find tools to help me deal with my mental health issues. Yeah, they hurt. Those tremors, they hurt, man. They hurt. And unfortunately, you know, what happens is with these psychotropic medications is that the drugs cause side effects, and then you have to take more drugs to counteract the side effects. Oh, well, I'm not going over to Frostwolf right now, Kevin. I just got here. But you're free to go over there, and you could tell him I sent you. I'd appreciate it. He's rated me, so, but, yeah, you can go over there and tell him I sent you. But see, that's the thing, is that, like I said, there is no magical pill for everything, but there should be no, I mean, if you really need it and it really does help your life, that's fine, and I'm not saying that. However, like, my aunt is a retired psychiatric physician's assistant. She worked for one of the state facilities here in New York for 30 years. She actually worked for one of the local ones too that closed down when they when what's that one place? Remember the hospital that Geraldo Rivero got shut down? God damn, now I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna that name's gonna pop up in my mind later. But Geraldo Rivero did a huge expose on our mental health care system, and he went to one of the psych hospitals here in New York where the kids were being severely abused and chained up to the wall, living in their own filth, and that's what caused the decline in mental health hospitals. They've closed them down since then. Because they're a waste. They felt that they were a waste of money and resources and, you know, things like that. Geraldo, I mean, that's not the worst case scenario. You don't want people to be institutionalized either. You know, that's no way to live. I mean, I've met a lot of people in my life because I have needed mental health care along my time, and I haven't been right here like this all along. I mean, I had to go through some things. So I used to go to a day program for people with mental health issues where I took, you know, classes for all kinds of things. Art therapy was a very big thing for me. So, Pondam, I appreciate that. So a lot of the people who go to these day programs were in the institutions that were here in the early times. Long Island used to be was number 3. We were number 3 in the world's Well, Kate, I'm not saying that. That's true. There are some people who are a serious danger to those. Those people need to be, right. So this is what I'm saying is that not everybody needs to be institutionalized. Back in the day, you could have been thrown into a psych hospital just because you were in foster care. You could have been thrown into a psych hospital because your husband doesn't like the way you look. I mean, now, of course, things are a little more difficult, a little different with mental health care. I know I have a son who's going through it right now. I can't get him the help that he needs because mental health care it's bad. We're in a very bad place. And yes, there are people out there who need to be institutionalized, but there's some people, like I said, back in the day when Long Island used to be number 3 in the world. We had the third largest mental health care system in the world. These hospital grounds that are now like loaded with asbestos and going to be sold to the Mets and whatever else, more waste in New York State. These places were like these were like little communities, but the people were being abused. They were flat out abused. Right. That's what these kinds of places are like. So what happens is these day programs came along, and after the closing of Kings Park, and there's actually a documentary on Kings Park, and Central Islip, but Pilgrim is going to be the next one to close. Like I said, these 3 hospitals we had here, we were the top 3 in the world with mental health care. You ever hear of Allen Ginsberg? He had a poem called Howl. His mom was actually killed in Pilgrim from a botched lobotomy. So, but I mean, I'm not saying there doesn't need to be mental hospitals. Of course, there needs to be a mental hospital because that's how you adjust your medications and whatever else. However, like I said, even my own aunt, who just retired from one of the state facilities, well, that's another thing. See, here's the thing. Well, we can get into that too. Again, the medications are fixes. They are not tools. But my own aunt who's worked for the state will tell you that as well, is that they do need to come up with more tools and less fixes. These medications really don't help as much as you think. They really don't. Here's another thing is, if you were in my live last night, I talked about how mentally ill people are a high risk for mental health care, high risk for mental care. They're a high risk for taking drugs and cigarettes and alcohol because they'd want to counteract the side effects of these drugs. These drugs do not help make them less aggressive or anything like that. These are fixes. They're only masking they're only going to mask the symptom. They're not going to fix the problem. So, yes, they might have missed their medication and they did something scary, but they are not in the right program. They're not in the right frame of mind. The medication is not going to fix this. This is not going to be fixed by the medication. It's just going to cause them to be, dulled, That's why they have to go to therapy as well. Therapies need to come and play. The medication's not going to it's only gonna fix the symptom. It's not gonna fix the problem. Just like with weight loss surgery, the surgery is a tool. It is not a fix. The fix is on you. Same thing with the mental health care. That's why here in New York we have programs like where I live now. Hi, Palladian. See, here's the thing. Here in New York, we have what's called supported housing, where they are not completely by themselves. There are actually different phases of housing. There's community residence, also known as group homes, where people like your neighbor should probably be as a group home. A group home would have 24/7 care. They would make sure that they got their medication, take their showers, and all that kinds of stuff. Right. But you live in the UK, so things are probably different than what we got here. I mean, things are different here in New York than they are around the country as well. But here we actually have housing programs for mentally ill people and handicapped people. So there is that. Okay? Unfortunately, this country is shitty to homeless people and shitty to mentally ill people and shitty to handicapped people. We don't provide proper programs for people. So the medications are what society thinks is the easiest way to deal with these people. Remember when we had shock therapy? People thought shock therapy, frying people's brains, would solve the problem. We had lobotomy and all kinds of things like that. That never solved anything. That killed people. So, you kind of can't, the medication is it's really just a fix. It's not a tool. So, while yes, the medication may help people, but the thing is, like I said, it's only dulling the symptom of their mental health issues. So they need to have something in place. They need to have therapy. They need to have job therapy. They need to have a purpose. Okay, that's a big thing. Is that we need to give these people a purpose, and society needs to stop judging people who are mentally ill and handicapped. That's a good start right there. We need to stop doing that. We need to find proper ways to house these people. We need to have proper ways to help them deal with their symptoms and their illness and their trauma. You have to understand, mental illness is caused by trauma. And in many cases, like me, I was severely bullied as a kid. Severely. I was bullied physically, emotionally, mentally, and yes, sexually. I was sexually assaulted in school. Well, Kate, that's not everybody who is mentally ill needs medication, though. Not every I'm mentally ill. Do you think I need medication? That's where CBD oil and stuff like that comes along. The mental health care system needs to start thinking and looking into that as well, because again, if you didn't know this, a lot of these mental health drugs cause medical issues. They're costing our country a lot of money, you know? Right. Right. Oh. Well, like I said, they need to create. What we need to do is mental drugs cannot be the main. They can't be the main way of fixing things because, like I said, that is a fix. That is not a tool. You need to give these people something more than just a fix. A lot of these medications, like I said, are causing medical issues. They cause medical damage. I have medical damage permanently because I had a psychiatrist when I was a child who was making lots of dough from the drug reps. I was drugged, man. I was drugged. Right, Miss Hopkins. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't do mental health drugs anymore. Not everybody could work that way. It shouldn't be a fix because there's no magical pill for everything. You need to find some way to work on that. Like with weight loss surgery, you have to go to therapy. You need to work on the addiction part. Right, right. I mean, I'm a pagan, if you didn't know, and yes, I do believe in herbal and things like that. I mean, cannabis oil is a great tool. It's a great tool, and it does help. Marijuana is a great tool for people with mental health issues, medical issues, and things like that. The things that they're prescribing to people with mental health issues are highly addicting, and dangerous. I mean, listen, if you need to take that stuff, you need to take that stuff. And I'm not going to pill shame anybody, you know? And I'm not telling anyone to go and not take your medication anymore. But for me, I don't need medication anymore. I have YouTube. This is my thing now. I had severe agoraphobia coming on here, and I'm starting to meet new people. It's also helping me to go out and do new things as well. Right, exactly, Robin. I agree with you there. I agree with you there. Mm-hmm. Right. And the thing is, let's face it, a lot of these drugs are tested on rats, and it's not, the side effects aren't good. you know, I mean, I have a service dog, and let me tell you something, that alone helps me more than the medication ever did. Like I said, I was severely bullied in school, and I was removed from my school and moved on to another school, and that helped. Yeah, thank you, Shining Star Soup. You know what it is? I actually have family who work in mental health care. I don't know, my aunt worked in mental health care before I came along. My sister's a social worker. She's getting her master's this year. She works with mentally ill people. And yes, you're right. There are people out there who need to take their medication. It's not a choice, unfortunately. For me, it's a choice. I'm choosing not to take it. And what I'm choosing to do is choosing to find other ways to cope with the mental issues that were caused by trauma. Mental health is caused mentally ill. Do I believe in God? I'm a pagan, so that would probably be a no. Um, but every pagan has their own rules. We have our gods and goddesses, so no, I don't believe in that God. I don't believe in, I mean, I was raised Catholic, you know, but everyone has their own belief system. And you know what? Believing in God doesn't make you a good person. It's what your actions that make you a good person. So that's how I look at it. Faith has no floor plan, and Faith doesn't tell me how to be a better person. I just am a better person because I'm a better person. Ah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, see that? See that, Robin? I agree with you. I would rather have something natural in my life. I would much rather have CBD oil that is much more natural and not addicting. Because let me tell you something. My kid's dad, he's got muscular dystrophy. Anytime he needs pain, you know what he's doing? He's ringing the ambulance and going to the hospital to get more pain meds. That doesn't solve his problem. The guy's laid up in bed on drugs. He cannot live without them either. And you know what? The doctors got him on that. Let's face it, we have opioid crisis in this country right now. We have an opioid crisis in this country right now because doctors, you can't blame people. hmm A lot of meds are addicting. Pondom, you're adorable. I love you. But see, that's the thing is, we need to start working on mental health care. It's not good. Mental health care is not good. I'm sorry to say it. It's not good. We're not in a good place. Yeah, it is sad that my kid's dad lives like that. It is. It's horrible. The illness alone is really bad. I mean, hi, Jamie. I mean, the thing is this, like I said, there is no, when it comes to mental health care, there is no, like, set in stone way of caring for it. But there has to be something else other than medicating, because medicating is just not fixing the problem. It's only curing the symptoms. Like, let's say I have panic and anxiety attacks. I asked if I could take marijuana for my panic and anxiety attacks because it's something natural, and I was told flat out no. But they wanted me to take Valium instead. I said absolutely not. You know why? Because Valium is very addicting. And then, let's face it, the drug company makes loads of cash off people who are addicted to these drugs. They don't care. You know? They don't care. Hi, Marie. With better things. You know? I mean, you could agree with me or disagree with me, Kate, but the thing is, I'm a mentally ill person, and I choose not to live on medication. And I can tell you, there's a lot of people out there who, Kate, what are we getting at here? Because this is not going to be a religion talk. Afterlife, that is something that is believed in in paganism. Yes, we do believe in afterlife. We don't believe in hell, and we don't believe in the devil. That's not our thing. That's a Catholic and Christian related thing. So, but anyways, we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about mental health care and the drug crisis in this country, because that's what hi SBGs, hi, because that's what Pajama Bottom Mama was getting at, is that marijuana is a very good tool. Marijuana is an excellent tool for mentally ill people. It is. It is. Because you know what? It's natural. It's not addicting. It's not addicting. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I had a roommate. Because like I said, we actually have, New York is actually pretty progressive when it comes to mental health care. We have housing programs for the mentally ill, and not just group homes. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment, which my coffee pot decided to just spill everywhere. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment, which I pay for myself. The government does not pay for me to live here. I mean, it's subsidized, yes, but I pay my rent here. Nothing is free. CBD is definitely awesome. It is something good. Marijuana, CBD. They're talking about, like, ketamine. They're talking about now ketamine being a thing for mentally ill people. I don't get that. That doesn't mean... Yeah, you are addicting, Pondom. You're a pretty sweet guy. What the hell did I do with my... Okay. But see, that's the thing. And... is that, we need to come up with better things for the mentally ill. We need to have society being more accepting. We need to give these people jobs. No, I don't, Kate. Why would I bring a doctor in here? Because they're part of the problem. Psychiatrists are part of the problem. Why wouldn't I talk to them? They make a lot of money off of mentally ill people. Let me tell you something. They make a whole lot of money off of mentally ill people because they sell these drugs. Can I tell you something? I had a private psychiatrist growing up, okay? Not one paid by Medicaid or Medicare or whatever else is out there, okay? When I came there, these drug reps would be there. And let me tell you, these doctors, they don't have to eat dinner ever. The drug reps, they bring them free meals, they give them free trips, free cars. Yeah, you saying a doctor? Because I have family. Like I said, my aunt, she's a psychiatric physician's assistant. So I have family who work in this, and have lived this. So if you don't live this and don't understand, nobody, wants to take these drugs. Nobody wants. Can I tell you what mentally ill people want? They want to be loved, accepted, and not be on these medications. They want to work. They want to do things right. And the thing is, these drugs don't help people. They do not fix it. Mm-hmm. Well, Kate, I don't think you really know or understand anything. Yeah, I think so. Because I don't think she really gets it. Drugs don't help. They do not help. Painkillers don't help. Drugs don't help. We need to come up, like I said earlier, if you've been on my channel before, and I said it many times today, with weight loss surgery, that is a tool, not a fix. Mental health care needs to adopt some tools and stop fixing people with drugs. The drugs do not help people. They don't. Have you seen what mentally ill people look like? They look like zombies. They don't want to live that way. And then on top of that, because I have Medicare because I'm handicapped. But the thing is, people on these mental health drugs, they have a high risk of medical issues like diabetes, because obesity runs rampant in mentally ill people. You got diabetes. You got some people out there end up with cirrhosis of the liver. Have you ever heard this? My grandmother never drank a drink in her life. Well, Kate, that's a problem. It's a problem. CBD is awesome. It does the right job. And you know what? I don't think the FDA really cares about what we drug people with anyways. To tell you the truth, I don't think they care. They make a lot of money off of this stuff. The FDA, Big Pharma, they don't care. Bayer Drugs got bought out by Monsanto. Right there, that tells you everything. I know somebody who was cured of cancer because they smoked marijuana. It helped their cancer. Cannabis oil helped. Princess Kevin, I am not really sure, but the thing is, we need to stop doing. Well, cannabis oil is a great thing for. Cannabis oil and marijuana is a great thing for mentally ill people. It is. It truly is. I mean, let's face it. Like I've said earlier in my live. No, you don't get it, Kate. No, you don't get it. I mean, are you a psychiatrist? CBD works wonders. If it didn't work wonders, CVS Pharmacy would not be selling it right now and actually coaching people how to take it properly. Yep, that's the truth. You can get your CBD oil actually at CVS. Right? Why is she so rude in Kate's name? That's not nice. You obviously don't know how mental health care works. You just want to go around drugging people, and that's not how mental health care works. That's a fix, not a tool. You have to set people up with a tool, not a fix. That's what I'm getting at here. We have a drug crisis in this world. And you know where the drug crisis is coming from, other than the streets, is our doctors. Our doctors are prescribing people addictive stuff. Let's look at heroin addiction. Heroin, people have heroin addictions. No, you're not really being very adult-like. You're just, being very combative, in my opinion. You just want to drug people, and that's what I don't want. Do you suffer mental illness yourself? I'd like to know, do you suffer mental illness yourself? Would you be willing to take these drugs for yourself? Because I could tell you, anyone I know who is a mentally ill person does not want to take any of this stuff. They have to because they are afraid. Can I tell you something? For a long time, I would lie to my psychiatrist because I didn't want any more medication. I don't want any more medication. I want fixes, not tools. I've conquered so much, Kate. You have no idea. Like I said in my live, I was, no, it's not. Cannabis is not a drug. Cannabis is a plant. Cannabis oil comes from the marijuana plant. Okay? The stuff in mental health drugs is not natural in one bit. That's all chemicals. I am suffering medically forever. I will suffer medically forever. I have so much damage done to my body because of a psychiatrist playing around with my body, okay? I was severely bullied as a kid, mentally, physically, emotionally, and yes, sexually. I was sexually assaulted by a teacher as well as a student. Okay? You know what helped me get better? Removing me from the situation. Not the drugs. The drugs didn't help me. Me being removed from the situation. No, no one got punished for what they did, unfortunately. Bullies are always protected in this country, unfortunately. Kids who bully other kids get rewarded. Kids who are bullied are the ones who get punished. But in the end, I got an A+ star education at a school for people with special needs. So I guess those people are the ones who failed in life, not me. And here I am on YouTube with 1.5, almost 1.5K subscribers, because people do care and listen to me for what I have to say, because I've been in it. Okay, I've been in it. Okay, I've been dealing with mental illness since I was 13 years old. Okay, I've been on every single drug. You name it, I've been on it. And you know what I got to deal with now? Severe medical issues because a doctor screwed me over. Doctors are not always the greatest thing in life, okay, with the drugs. At least with the drugs. Okay, I owe a lot to my bariatric surgeon because he gave me a tool and not a fix. He didn't give me any drugs. He gave me a tool to work with. And I lost all the weight. No drugs. I'm not on any medication anymore. I don't have to take my, and that's another thing is, you know, I had a hiatal hernia, which was caused by my mental health drugs, which had to be repaired. You know, that's another thing with mental health drugs, that you end up having to take other medications to counteract the side effects of those medications. These people are going to be, you know, you want to talk about we don't want universal health care, but, you know, and people are dragging it down if they do. But the thing is, we're prescribing medications that cause more medical issues. I just heard the other day that I think it's Rhode Island. They actually, the governor of Rhode Island or somewhere up north, they're actually going to make it so insurance companies cannot deny people weight loss surgery. They're making it legal that it has to be approved. You know why? Because it costs the government more money and to pay for medications caused by obesity. So obviously somebody out there is getting it. Somebody out there understands that there's more to life than just drugging people. And, you know, look at the opioid crisis right now. That's caused by doctors. Doctors are going out there and giving people a fix. Okay, my kid's dad is living with a opioid crisis right now. My children are watching their father die from muscular dystrophy, along with this opioid crisis that he's going with. And yes, I actually do have to legally send my children there regardless, because courts don't listen. Okay, so I have nothing to say or do about that. Okay, so obviously you don't get it. So, and I'm sorry that you don't get it. I'm sorry that you're feeling that way, but you obviously don't know how mental health care should or could work. And since you can't disclose what you do for a living, then leaves me to believe that, you know, whatever. But I'd appreciate it if you don't come back. You know, obviously, you know, you can't be an adult. I was being very adult because I've been through this my whole life. I was bullied severely as a kid, and I get punished with drugs that I don't want to take. Nobody wants to take that. Nobody. The damage caused to my body from these mental health drugs is appalling. Tardive dyskinesia is a precursor to Parkinson's disease. You know, the disease that what's his name? Michael. Who's suffering from that? Michael, the guy from Back to the Future. Right. Well, and listen, like I said, I'm not pill shaming anybody. Like I said, I was not pill shaming anybody, but there are some people. But the thing is, we need to work on it. Right, but the problem is, doctor. You see, the thing is, so now all of a sudden, my you know, like I said, with medication, you got to be careful. You know, it's doctors are out for themselves, just like everybody else. You know, they are. Well, the thing is, it just seems like you're not understanding, and that's why it is what it is. It just didn't seem like you were understanding. You were just like combative with me that, oh, we have to have drugs, and you're Michael J. Fox. Yes, Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's disease, and you know that Parkinson's disease is caused by mental health drugs for a lot of people. I don't know Michael J. Fox's story, but you know. Right, exactly, Cheryl. They do. They need to come up with something better than pain medication. My kid's dad is going to end up dying from muscular dystrophy anyways, but but the thing is these people, hi Shannon, people need to have tools and not fixes. And you know what? I'm sorry, but mental health drugs cannot be the only way to treat mental health. You just can't. But Kate, do you realize that a lot of mental health drugs are narcotics, controlled substances? You do know that? Because the stuff that my son is on, who's only 9 years old, are controlled substances. My son is on Ritalin, which is comparable to speed. Okay? That's how we treat ADHD. ADHD is supposed to be something hyperactive, and we're giving somebody speed. Okay? And no, I as a parent cannot. There's not much I could do. I've pushed for CBD, I've pushed for other things, and they look at me like I'm an idiot. But I'm not an idiot. Like I said, the psychiatrists want money. That's all it's about. Money. Big Pharma runs rampant in this country. Big Pharma is taking advantage of us. And the government allows it. You know that? Monsanto, here, let's face it. Okay, let's take a look at France. France actually has very little cases of ADHD. You know why? Hi, Janice. Yeah. I guess so, Robin. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to be nice here. But here's the thing. Let's take a look at France for a minute. France actually has very little cases of ADHD. Do you know why? Because they don't have GMO-loaded food there. They don't have the food that we have here. Honestly, our mental health, things like ADHD, are all boiled down to our diet. Mental health care, yeah, right, exactly, Shannon. You know what? Yeah, right. So, with mental health care, there really is no A and B way to fix it. But drugging people is not really the end all to it. We need to give these people a tool. And society needs to open up the door and start working with us, because there's got to be something more. Something more has to come around. Right, those commercials. Yep, Right. Right. See, yes, exactly. And the thing is, and then once you see those commercials, then you see the commercials of the lawsuits. The lawsuits caused by these drugs. How many mental health drug companies have been listed as a problem? Oh, my voice is delayed for you? Yeah, the comments are delayed for me as well. Something's up with YouTube. Right. Yeah, Cheryl, let me tell you something. My old roommate, I don't have a roommate now. My old roommate was wrongfully diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Okay, in early times, when mental health care was a thing, everybody was schizophrenic. And then everybody was bipolar. And now everybody has PTSD. I really do believe that's a real thing. But I'm not saying these diagnoses don't exist. What I'm saying is that there was a time in life where everybody... Well, Kate, I'm not saying that they don't require them. What I'm saying is that we need to come up with a tool. The drugs can't be the top priority here. They need to have tools as well. Like I said, with weight loss surgery, the surgery is going to help me not eat bad things. But at the end of the day, I still need to work with a therapist and talk about my problems so I don't end up, in a problem. So with mental health care, and therapy doesn't work for everybody either. You have to understand, not everybody likes to go to therapy, and that doesn't always work. If they don't like it, it ain't going to work. So, medication is not the only option. No. And we just need to help these people be... No, I couldn't find them, to be honestly, Pondom. I don't know where they went. It happens. But see, that's the thing, is that, yes, CBD works miracles. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, let's take a look at New York right now. We were supposed to be, we were on track to legalize marijuana. You know what happened, right? First of all, our governor wants to legalize marijuana. Suffolk and Nassau County on Long Island do not want to legalize marijuana. Marijuana is a big business in the law field. The cops, the district attorneys, and the courts would lose a big chunk of money if marijuana was decriminalized. Also, drug rehabs will not have teenagers that parents are calling on for marijuana. Big Pharma will lose out on a lot of stuff if people start smoking marijuana. You know, it's a big business. If they, a lot of people, exactly, Cheryl. That's why I try to get my son off of that stuff. Actually, Cheryl, you live in Florida. Let's talk about Florida for a moment. Oh, see you later, Shining Star Soup. Cheryl, let's talk about Florida for a moment. How's the beaches going on down there? Weren't the beaches just destroyed? All those animals were killed because of the sugar company down there? Yeah, I'm aware of how that whole thing went down. It's not just algae bloom. It's the sugar company. The runoff from the sugar company destroyed and killed thousands of animals in the beaches. Florida took a big beating last year because they couldn't, the tourists couldn't go to the beach. Okay, well, I get it. Get what I'm saying? Is that these chemicals are, let's face it, mental health care. I'm not saying people don't need medication, but you understand that mental health care is going to cause a permanent patient with the mental health drugs. Once you put somebody on mental health drugs, they're gonna need care forever. Money. It all boils down to money. That's why they don't want to create fixes. They don't want to create tools, rather. I mean, they have all these day programs here on Long Island for mental health care, but again, they're really promoting right, exactly, Cheryl. Oh my God, that whole mess down there. That's from the sugar company, the Florida Sugar Company. I will not buy Florida sugar. There's a really cool scientist down there. I follow on Facebook. He's what's his name? The Captain Planet Project. He's cute too. For a guy who's probably much older than me, he's kind of cute. But that's a big thing, that right there, you know. The bees. Let's talk about the bees. The bees are dying off because of Monsanto. Zika virus is caused by Monsanto. Honestly, I drink tap water because I don't want the shit that's in the bottled water either. We're kind of damned if we do, damned if we don't with the bottled water. You're really stuck in a right, Cheryl, exactly. Yeah, it is a very personal issue because, like I said, I've been through it my whole life, and I don't want to be drugged. And I see people who suffer from the drugs. It's not cool. That's not how we fix it. I mean, I do believe, you know, like when I was talking about Madonna the other day, unfortunately my video didn't get a lot of likes. I got a lot of views, but not a lot of likes. Here's the thing. Madonna made that video. If you didn't see it, it's called God Control, okay? Now, I understand where she's coming from. I understand, yes, there needs to be something done about guns, but the thing is, you can't talk about guns without talking about mental health care. Let's look at the issues. The incident, the attack at Newtown, the one in Vegas, the other one in Florida. These people were all under mental health care, were they not? Or they were either in mental health care or they were not getting the right mental health care. And what happened? Also, you have to remember these people had access to guns that they should not have had access to. The one that shot up the school up in Newtown, his parents own those guns. Okay? That's another thing. Right. I don't know. Sometimes you can just Google, you can search live streams. She's been here before, but mental health care is personal because I have to live with it. Okay? I'm living with the lady upstairs right now. Well, Right. Well, the thing is, that's another thing is with the hospitals, we have to be very careful with that too, because people become institutionalized and then they don't fix their problems. You know, I was at a day program many, many years ago when I left my kid's dad. Um, and there were a lot of people there who were they were there from this original state facilities, you know. As long as it's not from one of the cloudies, I really don't care. Yeah, and Cheryl, that's all due to the sugar company, right? What a mess. But that governor you have down there is an idiot. Hi, Jensen Snow. Hi. That governor you have down there, he's like an epic disaster. Oh wait, he's not your governor anymore, is he? Oh, Cheryl, I'm a member of a group on Facebook. Because if you don't know, I have an animal rights page on Facebook that I'm a mod. I'm a mod. We don't call them mods there. We call them admins. I'm an admin. I'm an administrator for a Facebook page, and I've met a lot of really cool people in Florida who are trying to fix that mess. And it's heartbreaking to see the dolphins, the manatees, the piles of dead fish. We're poisoning ourselves with our food. Right, but the thing is, Kate, that doesn't necessarily make them any less violent either. To tell you the truth, that doesn't make them any less violent. The side effect. Have you ever seen the side effects of some of these drugs? Prozac alone, it says it right there on the bottle, may cause suicidal tendencies. So let's talk about that for a moment. Prozac, which was supposed to be made for, yeah. Well, France, they don't have problems like we do. They don't have problems like we do because they don't have Monsanto running rampant and things like that. But let's look at Prozac for a moment, okay? Prozac, it says it as a side effect that it may cause suicidal tendencies. But Prozac is supposed to be an antidepressant, isn't it? You know? It's supposed to be, well, I'm not taking anything out on you, Kate. I'm just not understanding why, you're combative. But here's the thing is that, no, you're not I can tell you're not a doctor. But I mean, doctors, man, they want to sell drugs to everybody. But you need to understand how mental health works. I actually went to school to be a social worker. I just chose not to do it anymore, simply because I didn't want to make money off my friends. I didn't. I didn't want to be one of those people. Social workers, psychiatrists, I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want to be a part of the drugging. I want to be the part of helping. And this is where I'm going to help is on YouTube, you know. And one way of combating a lot of stuff is changing how we eat our food. Bye, Kevin. See you later. I'll be back around 10. But back to that. So Prozac, it says it right there on the bottle there. It says it right there on the bottle. Hi, Princess Fame. Hi, good to see you. So Prozac, it says it right there on the bottle, may cause suicidal tendencies. But it's supposed to be an antidepressant, is it not? So why are we going to treat stuff with something that's going to cause these issues? The medication's not going to fix somebody from being violent. I hate to tell you this. It's not going to stop someone from being violent at all. There's no magical pill for everything. There really isn't. That's what I'm saying. You need to come up with a tool, not a fix. The drugs are only, the medication is only going to, and you have to also remember this, okay? These medications, if you take them for long periods of time, they're going to stop working. Your body's going to become very used to it, and it's not going to work anymore. Huh? Wow. Cloudies, yeah. But see, that's the thing is right there. You have to remember, if you take the same medication for a prolonged period of time, your body's going to get used to the chemicals, and it's just not going to work anymore. It just doesn't. Same thing with the pain medication. While, yes, you're going to be addicted to it because you're addicted to the chemicals that cause you to be addicted to it. But the thing is, the purpose of the drug is now null and void because you've taken it for so long. It's not going to help you anymore. The same thing with the mental health drugs. You can't take them for prolonged periods of time because your body just gets used to it, and it's not going to work the way it was supposed to when you were prescribed it in the first place. You know, that's another problem. But then you're still addicted to them. My old roommate, she was wrongfully diagnosed with bipolar. I'm not really sure, Robin. But the thing is, my old roommate, she was wrongfully diagnosed with bipolar disorder, okay? And she had to come off those medications because that medication was not good for her. She was not bipolar. You know what? She almost ended up in a drug rehab facility because a doctor wrongfully prescribed her Clonopin. So that's not good. I think a lot. There's no really like when it comes to mental health, mental illnesses and stuff. There's no like medical way of diagnosing somebody with that. They just have like a clipboard with a bunch of questions on no, I haven't sued anybody, to be honest. I could sue. I could have if I actually no, I can't. It's hard to prove. It's really hard to prove. So, anyways, well, Kate, you have yourself a nice day. It just seems like you're just on your side. That's what I mean by combative. You're on your side, and I'm on mine. Yeah, Jensen, that's exactly it. The U.S. wants money. The doctors just want money. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some amazing doctors out there who don't want money, and they do their best. I was a veterinary assistant for a long period of time. You know why I left? Because there's a lot of veterinarians out there who try to gouge people. Wow. See that, Nature's Beauty? Doctors make a lot of mistakes. Yes, I do, Kate. Actually, I've helped a lot of people on this platform. As you can see, other than you, everyone here has been pretty on the same page here. I'm also a domestic violence survivor and a rape survivor. I placed a child up for adoption. Not that I feel like I need to tell you my story. You know, I've been through a lot. And let me tell you something. When I placed my child up for adoption, do you think that drugs are going to help me solve the trauma of that? No. I had to find a way to get over it because my state does not offer any counseling services. You're not new here, Kate. You've been here before. To tell you the truth, if you're saying you're new here, then that's not true at all because you've been here before. No, I didn't bite your head off. You were just one-sided, not listening. But you can tra-la-la on out of here. Right, and she's not new here because she's been here before. She said she was in my live before, and she said I was her favorite Sonny. I was her favorite Sonny. I guess now I'm not, which is fine. I don't mean to be anybody's favorite. I don't come on here to be popular either. You know? Well, Kate, I would suggest... Oh, you saw it, and you saw the people being nasty, huh? Did you say anything to the nasty people? Mm-mm. Pondom. I love that guy. Pondom, you're a sweetheart. You know, I was just continuing what Pajama Bottom Mama was saying. Her name's such a tongue twister, but it's so cute. You know, she was talking about how marijuana is a big helper for a lot of people, and she's very right. Who's Snow Wizard? I don't know who that is. But, oh, Pondom, you're the best. And unfortunately, Kate, if you feel like I'm not going to help you, which I don't even know what your problems are other than you like to drug people, if I'm not going to help you, then I guess you could hit the unsubscribe button, which is quite all right by me, because let me tell you something. What's that saying? If I haven't offended you, just you wait a minute, because it's coming your way. You know, some people just don't understand mental health care. You know? And Jamie, you've helped my sanity help so much too, because here we are. We're coming together. People just don't know and understand how mental health care works. Thank you, Pondom. Problem solved. Some people just can't. They just can't. You know, they know that they're a problem, but Oh my God, I just got a notification that Painkiller posted his first video. Woo! I don't think so, Nature's Beauty. I don't think so. She just thinks she does. You know, listen, I never once said that people with mental illness should not take their medication. Never did I say that. If that's what they need in their life, then that's what they need in their life. Okay? But there needs to be something more than just medication for these people. It's damaging to your system. It really is. You know? It's really damaging to these people's system. They're medically getting ill. I know somebody who ended up with cirrhosis of the liver and never drank a day in his life. Never did drugs, never drank a day in his life. He died. He died of cirrhosis of the liver. There are people out there who are not. There's somebody I know somebody who got diabetes from taking one of the mental health drugs because there's sugar in the medication, Depakote. Depakote has sugar in it. I can understand that, Jensen. I have PTSD myself, but I don't drug it. Hi, Nerdy Rodent. So you know what? Like I said, I know people who have ended up with severe medical health issues due to these mental health drugs. And again, I'm not saying, never once did I say, who's AGP? No, I don't think so. But never once did I say that nobody should take the medication. It's just that what I'm saying is that we need to reevaluate mental health care and start setting up people with a with some tools. Society needs to open up the door to these people as well, because they're people too. Mentally ill people are people too. And what I hate is when cirrhosis of the liver. Wow, that's terrible. My grandmother had cirrhosis of the liver because of her medication. My grandmother cirrhosis of the liver, that's that disease that heavy drinkers get, if you don't know that. My grandmother never drank a day in her life. My grandmother had congestive heart failure, diabetes, and a whole slew of medications. My grandmother never drank, but she ended up with cirrhosis of the liver because all the medication she was on. There's no magical pill for everything. There really isn't. We need to come, wow, 4 million subs. Wow. There really is no clear-cut way to cure mental health issues. You can't cure mental health issues, but we need to work on it better where we're not drugging people. He was a bad smoker. Well, that's usually how people would get cirrhosis of the liver, but sometimes there's some medications out there who are causing that too. Like I said, I know somebody who got cirrhosis of the liver, never drank a day in their life, but they were on mental health drugs. I know somebody who ended up with diabetes because they took Depakote. Depakote has sugar in it. You know how many people who have been on mental health drugs needed weight loss surgery because they can't, because the medication causes them to gain weight? I'm one of them. I can tell you, anyone I know from my past has ended up with a surgery too. It's sad. It's sad. We need to come up with better ways to deal with mental health issues. I mean, if you want to take your medication, that's fine. That's fine. I never said it was not okay for you to take it. If you need it, you need it. But this person obviously didn't disclose if she needed the medication or not. I mean, but it sounds like she just wants to go around drugging people, and that's the only way to fix it. She said that should be the whole way of treating mental health care. So you're saying that I need to be on mental health drugs? Because if you guys see me here at least 2-3 times a day, and so I mean, and I talk to Jamie every day, all day. Pondon, we've been messaging back and forth. I mean, well, they didn't have the issues we had now. That's exactly it, nature's beauty. All these issues came along because, or, they didn't really know about it. Plus, you got paganism. Pagans and Wiccans, they had, the natural medications. That's what paganism's about, is living in nature and medicating through nature. Look at all the holistic stuff, Mental health care is a big thing now because, like I said, our food choices are bad. We have a lot of trauma going around. I mean, there's no way to really prevent or stop mental illness from coming. But if you look at a lot of the people who have mental health issues, they've been through trauma in their life, you know, or it's hereditary, but, it still has to be brought on by trauma. And I'm sorry that this person couldn't get over that. Hi, Lucy Luxor. Hi. That person thinks that there's a clear-cut way of treating mental health issues, But like I said, the mental health drugs is not the answer. It's just not. It really isn't. There's better ways of treating people with mental health issues than just drugging them. They got to get a tool. They need stuff. And like Pajama Bottom Mama was talking about mental health care, not mental health care, she's talking about marijuana. But that could be a good, easy, herbal way of treating it. But the mental health care doctors out there don't want it because they know that they're going to lose a lot of money, if people start smoking marijuana or taking CBD oil. That's a good tool. Just a thought, But that's okay, Kate. I forgive you. Honestly, I don't like the smell of marijuana, but I am down for taking it because I have severe PTSD. Right. See that? See that, Lucy? Exactly. Right. That's exactly it, Lucy. I get that. Yes. Yep, I agree. That's exactly what happened to me. I was severely bullied as a kid, and I ended up being removed from my school, going to another school, and I did quite all right. I mean, as an adult, I ended up in an abusive relationship. Feel sorry for your kids? Why is that? You're back? Why are you back? Feel sorry for my kids? Why is that? I feel sorry for you and your kids. Bye. Feel sorry for your kids. My kids are well cared for. Thanks. She's a real piece of work, this one. I don't want my son on any medication. I'm trying to get him off of it if I can. She doesn't get it. Some people just don't get it. I'm sure I got a bunch of these now. Right? Do I? How many of these do I got? Share. Let me know. I'm curious. I can't see it when I'm on my phone. I'm guessing she gave me one. I get the feeling she's a friend of a Cloudy. Because she just came here out of nowhere. None? Hey! Oh my gosh! We have a celebrity in the house. Hey, Team Alpha. How's Ames doing? I have none today? Wow, that's a miracle. Oh, I have to see the video. As soon as I'm out of here. Right. See, that's exactly it, Nature's Beauty. They're worried about losing money. It's not just the medical community either. It's also the drugs. Right. Right, exactly. They prescribe it there in the UK. Wow. Well, the thing is, here in New York, we can have medical marijuana. It's just extremely expensive. Insurance companies will not cover medical marijuana whatsoever. And I was just asking about this the other day, but the marijuana, yeah, she ended up being a troll, Robin. I tried to be nice. She told me I was her favorite a few days ago. I was the first Sunny she, oh, they won't prescribe it. Okay, yeah, right. They won't prescribe it here. Oh, they won't prescribe it in the UK. Yeah, they won't prescribe it here in New York. That's another thing is here in New York, my psychiatrist refuses to prescribe it to me. But the thing is, it's very expensive. I couldn't afford it. But if they legalize marijuana, if marijuana became legalized recreationally and things like that, it wouldn't be as expensive. I was told recently, because I asked around about the marijuana card, here in New York, if you want a medical marijuana card, the card itself, you have to buy the card. It's not free. So if you want to be legally allowed to use marijuana medicinally, you have to pay for the card. $200. $200 to buy a card so you could legally smoke medicinal marijuana. $200. And then the oil itself is pretty pricey. But here, that's the other thing, is that the medicinal marijuana here, you can't smoke it. It has to be, from what I understand, it's either vape or pills. So, yeah, $200 just for the card. They're charging you just so you could have the right to do it. That's like a license to smoke marijuana, isn't it? Like, you know, I have medical issues, and so I need a license to smoke my marijuana to cure my health. Thanks. And yet the insurance doesn't, yeah. Is that what she was doing? She's trying to be a doctor on YouTube? Yeah. She said she couldn't tell us what her profession is. A nosy body. That's what her profession is. Probably somebody who just wants to just go around, like, you know, oh, Ron is live? Is Chef Ron live? Oh, no. I don't want to run into his. Is Chef Ron live? Help. We can go over to Chef Ron. I don't want to take over his live. Yeah, she's not a professional. She's a professional BSer, that's for sure. Is Ron live? Ron, are you live, Chef Ron? Is he? Kate the liar, yeah. She gives Princess Kate a bad name with that shit. She said I was her favorite 2 days ago. Now all of a sudden I'm not her favorite because I don't... Oh, is he working on Zoom? But is it working? Because I don't want to miss his live. Oh, but it's not on YouTube. Okay. Oh, so it's not a YouTube live. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind then. I guess we're good. I just don't want to take over his time. But I thought the Zoom thing wasn't free. Wasn't that the thing? It's not free? Oh, yes. I love this. Oh, Cheryl, she posted this. I know this guy. He's from New York. Zoom to it. LOL. Oh, is it something? But I thought somebody said you had to pay for Zoom. Am I wrong? But Pajama Bottom Mama, I was trying to do your conversation justice here, but somebody just feels like we need to drug people. Huh. Can you believe that? Oh, Zoom free version has limits. Oh, is he live? Oh gosh, we want to make sure we make it over there, because he's adorable. Chef Ron is a cutie pie, and Tim, oh my gosh, what a cutie pie! Aren't they cute? Look at that. I actually didn't get any thumbs down, and this Kate person was like harassing me like left and right. Huh. God bless her heart. Honey, God bless your heart, honey. Honey! Because, yes, I just poked fun at somebody else right now. Sorry. I guess I'm going to get in trouble. But anyways, guys, see you over at Chef Ron's. See ya. See you at 10.